In the studio, any mistake you can repeat is now a hook. Well, who doesn't love a Gretsch? Even if you don't play a Gretsch full time, they're just a nice switch up. And the physics of it, the dimensions, just make you play differently. And that's why we all need many guitars, because every one of them makes us play differently. But if there's one cat I know that can work a Gretsch, it's Bennett. Check this out.
Hi, I'm Bennett Buell, and this is my 2005 Gretsch Country Classic. So this guitar is maple body and neck, and it's finished in walnut, gold hardware, Gretsch Filtertron pickups, and a big gold Bigsby on the back. The story of the guitar is obviously George Harrison played one when the Beatles broke out on the scene, and that's it's one of the most recognizable guitars to me. And when I was growing up, I learned a lot of Chet Atkins too, so I was always into Gretsch and could never really find one that I really liked. And on my 19th birthday, a buddy of mine actually rented me one of these guitars, and I fell in love with it, and obviously couldn't afford it at 19, so years later I walked into a Long and McQuaid on PEI, and the thing was hanging behind the counter, and a fella had it and bought it for recording, tucked it away in his closet for years and forgot about it, and I ended up walking in the day he traded it in, so I picked it up, played it, and took it home that day.
Just tell me what you're playing through.
Playing through a 1971 Fender Vibro Champ. So on this guitar I have a selector for the pickups right here, and a filter for each pickup here, master volume down here, and the volume for each individual pickup. And this is actually not called a cutoff switch, but in the middle position it's cut off. There's no volume for the guitar. So, to be practical, I only really use it in this setting because of the filter on the actual pickup. This one's made in Japan. They made them in the US and they're quite a bit more expensive.
Okay.
But honestly, I like the quality of this just as well. The one I had rented for me was a USA made, and the feel is a lot similar. It had the actual F holes is the only difference, but I quite like the way this guitar feels. It's set up perfect for my playing. So. Don't have any road stories with this one. This one's too delicate for the road, but lots of recording done on this guitar. Just the tone of it in a recording studio is just incredible. And so recognizable, you know, when you hear a Gretsch on a record, you know it's a Gretsch. So it's definitely a little different than a Gibson or a Fender. It stands out that way. I've used it on records for Rachel Beck from PEI, and also her project with her sister, the Beck sisters.